The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
All right. Netflix is possibly exploring buying Warner Brothers now, not just their assets, but everything. Hey guys, this is AW here. Welcome to my channel for your pop culture wrestling news. This is a channel for if you like wrestling or pop culture. If you're new to this channel and see what you like, please subscribe. Also, do me a favor, smash and like, thumbs up, and join membership down below. Not over expensive, the highest tier is not over expensive. But okay, guys. So, woke up today. News of the day, as news is popping in. I just saw this that Netflix is possibly exploring to buy Warner Brothers, and that they hired the same firm, financial firm. Yeah, let me see, financial firm that Paramount has. Investment bank, not firm. Investment bank that Skydance, the same investment bank that Skydance used to merge with Paramount Pictures. So that's what I read. This report came from Deadline, and other trades are picking up. I had the article from Deadline here. I'm going to pull it up for you guys. We're going to see. So yeah, here we go. See, Netflix exploring. I'm going to get rid of this. I'll get rid of this. Sorry about that. Netflix exploring Warner Brothers bid. Taps investment bank that handled Paramount Skydance. So they go to this. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So they went to the same investment bank that did the Paramount Skydance merger. Let's go read down. Let's read down. The streaming service has enlisted the investment bank to evaluate a potential offer for Warner Brothers streaming and studio business, following its work advising Skydance meeting on its Paramount Global bid, granting Netflix access to Warner Brothers Discovery's necessary financial details. Following Warner Brothers' rejection of Paramount's second bid, the company made a marketing movie declaration in its first confirmation that it is indeed for sale. Warner Brothers Discovery said it has initiated a strategic review process in light of an unsolicited interest from multiple parties. Yeah, there's been obviously Paramount, Netflix, I think Apple, Amazon, MGM, and others. Not Disney, but others. Maybe Universal. Netflix CEO Greg Peters previously appeared to shut down speculation of the studio merger. He did say that. He said, "Yeah, we're not going to merge. You have to do that by the hard work of developing those capabilities in the trenches day to day. You don't get there simply by buying another company that is also still developing the same capabilities," he said on the streamer's quarterly earnings webcast. Co-CEO Ted Sarandos added, "We've been very clear in the past that we have no interest in owning legacy media networks, so there's no change there." Earlier this month, Netflix jumped aggressively into the video podcasting space after striking a partnership with Spotify. It was one string of moves by the streamer to take content, in this case, video podcasts, as this elsewhere, and streaming on service. Okay, we're going to keep this up. Yeah, they did say they were not interested. Also, reports came out that Netflix did only want the assets from Warner Brothers, like the IPs, all that. But let's just say, so looks like they're possibly, investment might possibly exploring the idea of buying Warner Brothers Discovery. Now, I'm not going to talk about IPs. I think they're going to keep the IPs. Obviously, they're going to keep DC, Lord of the Rings, the Harry Potter, whatever IPs Warner Brothers owns. But obviously, if there's people working in Warner Brothers now, there's always possibility of what the future is like. According to John Campbell, Paramount gets Warner Brothers. If they've put a third bid against Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers are like, "Oh, okay, this is enough money. You convinced us." They're going to keep the people on board, the executives in the heads of studios. Okay. Now I don't know about Netflix. I don't know about Netflix if they do the same. I wonder if John Campbell just has a contact at Netflix and asks the exact same question. If that's the case, I think he should, if you believe him. Let's just say. But that's job type. On the other hand, like if let's say this happens, what happens? They get all the IPs. Okay, they get all the IPs. They could a lot. That means they buy if they own Warner Brothers movie. Own Warner Brothers. It means all Netflix will have a lot of movies that are not produced by Netflix in theaters, right? It was still whatever, right? They might merge the company. Netflix, Warner Brothers, Netflix. What would they call it? Warner Brothers, Netflix? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we'll see. The thing is, it's streaming because Netflix has their own streaming service, and Warner Brothers has their own. My guess is, and this is worrisome for some people because this is not going to sound good for you guys. If they get it, and it might be the same with Paramount too. If either companies, whether Paramount, Netflix, Apple, Amazon, if they end up getting Warner Brothers, HBO, Max, whatever you use, it's a jeopardy. It's a jeopardy. Will be gone because they're not going to have two streaming services. So Netflix will most likely put even though they do have some Warner Brothers content on their Netflix. They might put most of Warner Brothers content on there, and I think Warner Brothers also has a deal with A24 to put some of their stuff on there, and Sony. I believe Sony too. But Sony doesn't have a streaming service, right? And Sony, because that's where the Spider-Man films are on there, with MCU and Sony. And I think Universal also. Though Universal has Comcast, doesn't it? I don't know. Whatever. But there's a chance that so Netflix would probably get rid of HBO Max and keep it all on Netflix. Everything from Warner Brothers has on HBO Max, whatever, keep it on Netflix. Put it all on Netflix. Everything on Netflix, and it probably would raise the prices. Raise the prices too. I think Paramount, if they got it, Paramount would definitely raise the prices of Paramount Plus. I think if they got more content, the prices would go up. I don't think it would get cheaper. The prices would go up. That's one way to look at the streaming side of things. The movie side of things, Netflix will have more movies in the theaters, obviously. Paramount always has movies in the theaters. And Netflix Netflix over the years has been starting to put their own kind of movies, produce movies in the theaters, whether it's for limited release, right? Or so on. And I think they should continue that. I think Netflix should continue putting the movies in the theaters because some of the IPs that they own, for example, like Narnia, I think Narnia should be seen in a theater. Not streaming right away. And it's going to theater. It is going to theater. Like that's a deal that Greta Gerwig, the director of Narnia, made with Netflix. That has to be in the theaters too. Has to get a theatrical release. But that's not the point here. The point is, if Netflix does get this, expect a lot of changes with the streaming side of things. I don't know about the movie side of things. I don't know about the business side of things. But the employees, whatever, executives, studio heads, whatever, management changes. But the streaming service, HBO Max will likely be gone. Paramount Plus, if they get it, it'll probably be gone too. It'll probably be incorporated in their streaming service. And the prices will probably go up. I mean, prices always been going up for streaming service, right? They have just gone up recently. So I don't know, man. It looks like Warner Bros. Is actually looking for the sale, but I think what Warner Bros. Is doing was really, really smart here is putting all these major studios bidding up against each other. See what they can get. See what the best money offers, and see what they think is the best possible future for Warner Bros. The content and all of that. Like if they believe that these studios are really serious about respecting the IPs that they own, and I'm sure they are. I mean, Warner Bros. Has some big IPs, obviously. So Warner Bros. Is just doing this. Let them get these bids. Let them get whatever investment bet, whatever. And Warner Bros. Is like, sit back. What do you have to offer? Things like that. I don't know what you guys think. Okay, I want to know what you guys think. Tell me in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Bye.
Too sweet. Sweet.